Every time I lose Milo, try to guess where he is. Ciao.
What a lovely summer.
La buonasera, signora.
Let's mix mango and Nutella. We learned
Today,
that you should never pay a penny for any ice cream outside Italy.
yes, I totally agree with that.
Rimini. The name sounds like sunshine on your skin, gelato on your lips, and sand between your toes. Nestled on Italy's Adriatic coast, Rimini is a charming blend of ancient Roman history, golden beaches, seaside energy, and yes, carbs. Lots and lots of carbs. It's where Italians escape for summer, and we totally get why. With over 15 kilometers of beach, delicious local cuisine, and sunsets that look straight out of a romantic movie, Rimini isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. Welcome back to Lolo Diaries, where every corner of the globe has a story to be told and food to be shared. And today, we're taking you on an unexpected, sunny, and very delicious journey in Rimini. So here's what happened. Milo and I woke up to a classic June day in the UK. And by classic, I mean cold, rainy, grey, and thundery in June. Like, come on, weather. We were bored, sipping tea in sweaters, and Milo just went, let's go somewhere sunny. And I said, don't play with my heart. We checked flights, 2 hours to Italy. Sunshine guaranteed. Booked, packed, out of the door. Checked in, did a bit of chaotic shopping for essentials, sunscreen, sunglasses, snacks, and got on the plane. The flight was so smooth and fast, I did not even have time to finish planning our unexpected trip. And then we arrived and immediately roasted like we were melting. Thick sweaters? Big mistake. We literally changed at the airport bathrooms. Outfit change, yes, from British winter to Italian beach mode in 5 minutes. We booked at a hotel near the coastal line. Its name is Regina Hotel. The hotel was a 25-minute walk away, and we were like, let's just do it. Let's soak up the sun. Let's suffer. But honestly, we loved it. Sun on our skin, birds chirping, locals on bikes saying ciao. What more do you need? As soon as we dropped our bags at Hotel Regina, which is right on the main street, perfect spot, we ran to the beach, rented 2 sunbeds, and just collapsed in the sun. The feeling of sun on our skin after UK gloom? Absolutely divine. Later in the afternoon, we wanted to visit the city center. You know, the famous Arc of Augustus. Walking was technically possible, but it was a 90-minute walk. And honestly, we weren't about to miss the sunset just to arrive sweaty and annoyed. So we hopped in a taxi. The driver was super helpful. He handed us a paper map, circled a few of food spots, and straight up warned us, watch out for tourist traps. Go where the locals go. And I was like, absolutely. Milo and I have a strict no tourist trap policy. It's a lifestyle. Rimini surprised us. It's a beautiful city with Roman architecture, open piazzas, and real local vibe. Also, we noticed something interesting. Not that many foreigners. Like, the city is clearly loved by Italians, but it's not overrun with international tourists. So the vibe feels more local, more real, more authentic, you know. The city reminded me a bit of Bologna, but with way more sea breeze and fewer students on scooters. Rimini has this laid-back rhythm, like it's in no rush to impress you, but it totally does. And just as we were discussing how great it is to eat like locals, we smelled pizza. 1 slice of margherita, one with salami, fluffy, cheesy, perfect. All food resolutions gone. Zero regrets. And just as I'm soaking it all in, thinking this is the Italy I came for, I turned to show Milo and he's gone. I turned around, Milo, where are you? Can you guess? Inside the gelato shop, obviously. His happy place, gelato man through and through. Italians really do start their evenings around 7 p.m. Suddenly, the streets filled with chatter, laughter, and the soft buzz of locals meeting a friend over a spritz or two. The sea breeze carried the scent of fresh bread, grilled seafood, and something flaky and delicious. We were on the hunt for something truly local to try, and soon enough we found a cozy little spot that specialized in criscia sfogliata d'erbino. Naturally, we had to ask, what is the difference between criscia and beadina? Turns out criscia is like beadina's flakier, lighter cousin, made with layers that buff up beautifully when cooked. Plus, it can be stuffed with all sorts of delicious fillings depending on the season and the chef's mood. After hearing about the variety from simple cheese to more adventurous options, we decided to go with the classic potato and mozzarella. And oh, it did not disappoint. The criscia was soft, flaky with crispy edges, and packed with creamy melted mozzarella and tender potato. Each bite was like a warm hug, comforting and just a little indulgent. We walked by the Maricchia Rive and crossed the beautiful Tiberius Bridge, which dates all the way back to ancient Rome. Imagine that, nearly 2,000 years old, still standing strong and stunning as ever. It's like stepping back in time while still feeling the buzz of modern life around you. As we wandered along the river, taking in the beauty of Rimini, Milo and I couldn't help but feel so grateful for the simple blessing of being able to travel. There was a time when this wasn't something we could just do on a whim, and now having this freedom feels truly precious. It's easy to forget how lucky we are, to take these moments for granted and think they're just normal. But the more you travel, the more you realize how special it is to experience new places, new cultures, and new flavors. It's a reminder to always appreciate what we have. Later, we headed to a beloved local spot, Borgo Fritto, and let me tell you, the seafood here, out of this world. Fried calamari, shrimp, grilled swordfish, everything fresh, perfectly crispy, and seasoned just right. Every bite was a little celebration of Rimini's coastal charm. Full bellies, happy hearts, and a slow walk back to the hotel. The hotel is on a main street, vibrant with nightlife, bars, music, families out late with kids. That's the beauty of Italian summers. Coastal towns like Rimini come alive after dark. And coming from a coastal city ourselves, we get it. The sea, it's in our blood. Day 2 in Rimini. We woke up bright and early, full of energy and mood, and made a beeline straight for the beach. The sun was shining, but there was this gentle, refreshing breeze that reminded us a bit of those rare, almost perfect summer days back home in the UK. You know, the ones when the sun's out but the breeze keeps everything from feeling too hot. Honestly, it was the best of both worlds. We dove right into the cool, clear water for a swim, feeling instantly refreshed. Then we laid out on our sunbeds to soak up those golden rays. A little sunbathing, a little people watching, and a lot of content sighs. I even pulled out my book for some much needed reading time. And because every perfect beach morning needs some snacks, we treated ourselves to juicy watermelon slices, sweet, hydrating, and absolutely perfect for the heat. But here's the kicker. Mojitos before noon, don't judge us. Sometimes you just need to start the day with a little festive spirit. It was like a mini celebration of summer itself. Oh, and of course we couldn't skip a quick sandwich with prosciutto. Because you know, balance. A little indulgence mixed with some classic Italian flavors to keep us fueled for the day ahead. As the day slowly wound down, we made our way back to the beach just in time for sunset. There's something truly magical about the golden hour. The way the sun casts this warm, honey-colored glow over everything, turning the sky into a canvas of pinks, oranges, and purples. It's like nature's own little show, just for us. It's absolutely our favorite part of the day. For dinner that evening, we booked a table at Ristorante Zodiaco, one of Rimini's most famous culinary gems, boasting over 12,000 glowing reviews. Seriously, can you imagine that? We were beyond excited to see if it lived up to the hype. We chose to sit outside, soaking up the warm evening air while the city gently buzzed around us. The atmosphere was cozy but vibrant, just the kind of place where you want to linger over every bite. For my main, I went for the passatelli with little octopus. Now, if you've never had passatelli, it's this incredible traditional pasta made from breadcrumbs, eggs, and Parmesan cheese. The texture rich, silky, and also comforting, like a warm hug from Italy itself. The tiny octopus pieces added a lovely tender seafood twist that made every mouthful special. Milo, ever the seafood lover, couldn't resist his favorite again, an irresistible plate of grilled and fried seafood paired with a fresh crisp salad. To wash it down, we opted for a bottle of Sangiovese, the local red wine known for being smooth, dry, and deeply flavorful. Honestly, that wine was like a love letter in a glass, full-bodied with just the right balance of fruit and earthiness that perfectly complement our meals. The whole experience absolutely unforgettable. We savored every bite, every sip, and every moment under the Italian night sky. Then, just when we thought the meal couldn't get any better, came the cherry on top. Literally the classic Italian way to finish. Complimentary dessert and limoncello. It's a beloved local tradition here in Rimini and many coastal towns. The dessert was ciambella romagnola, a rustic ring-shaped cake that's surprisingly simple but so comforting. It's soft and tender on the inside, with a lightly golden crust on the outside. Perfect to enjoy with a strong cup of Italian coffee or just on its own. Honestly, it felt like a sweet little hug after that big meal. And just when we were absolutely certain, like really sure, that we couldn't possibly eat anything else, bam! Gelato appeared. Again, because honestly, when in Italy, you can't resist that. We went for one of those classic gelato cubes. You know, the kind where the scoop practically melts into your hand, and backed it with 3 generous scoops of our favorite flavors. Milo was practically glowing with joy, and I wasn't far behind. It wasn't just dessert, it was the perfect grand finale, the little indulgence that turned an amazing day into an unforgettable one. On our last full day in Rimini, we couldn't resist heading back to the beach. This time, the wind was quieter, and the sun was shining just right, warm but gentle. I settled into my little spot with my book, completely lost in the story, while Milo took charge of the espresso mission, because let's be honest, a day by the sea isn't complete without that rich, bold Italian espresso in hand. Out of nowhere, a group of people started dancing right here on the beach. Just spontaneous, carefree dancing with the waves as their soundtrack. You know me, I couldn't resist, so I jumped right in. Beach dancing with the strangers, yes please. There's something so freeing about moving to the music under the open sky. Sand between your toes and good vibes all around. After our dance party, we cooled off with more juicy watermelon and of course mojitos. It was such a joyful, simple moment that reminded us why traveling isn't just about the sights, but these unexpected little bursts of happiness. After all that dancing and soaking up the sun, we worked up quite an appetite, so lunch was a real treat. We went for fried sardines, these crispy little bites of pure happiness. Seriously, they were perfectly crunchy on the outside, tender and flavorful on the inside, and just bursting with that fresh sea taste. Alongside we had bayadina stowed with mortadella and creamy cheese, a classic combo that never disappoints. The bayadina was soft and warm, hugging all those savory flavors just right. And to keep things fresh, we added a simple salad on the side, crisp, light, and tangy. It was the perfect midday meal to recharge us for more exploring, and every bite reminded us why Italian food is just on another level. We couldn't resist coming back for another magical Rimini sunset. That golden hour light just wraps everything in this warm, dreamy glow. It's honestly my favorite time of the day. But then, plot twist. While strolling through the lively streets, we bumped into the super kind shopkeeper. Out of nowhere, he gifted us those fake Labubu dolls, I think. Now, Milo and I had never really followed that quirky trend before, but apparently the trend followed us. We couldn't say no. Those creepy yet oddly cute dolls had us hooked instantly. So to support the guy's small business, we bought a few more from his shop, proudly carrying our new creepy cute companions. It was such a funny unexpected moment, one of those random travel stories, you laugh about for years. And yes, more gelatos. This time we found ourselves at Latte Emeli, a little gym known among locals for its irresistibly creamy scoops. Totally worth every single calorie. And then, well, you know how it goes. More pizza slices, because why not? On our final morning in Rimini, we had the luxury of a late checkout, giving us the perfect excuse to slow down and savor every last moment. We slipped into the calm morning light for one last swim. After drying off, we treated ourselves to one final espresso, rich, bold, and perfectly crafted, while Milo went for his favorite macchiato. To round it all off, we shared a final bayadina, stuffed simply with cheese and roquette, and one last bolognese pasta. Savoring those last bites, we felt grateful. Grateful for the journey, the flavors, the laughter, and the chance to explore this beautiful corner of the world together. And then, back to the airport, back to reality. If you love this vlog, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more travel, laughter, and delicious chaos. Until next time, bye!